Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Shay, your local numerologist. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, share. Make sure you are subscribed to my other channels, Queen Spirit 1126 and Answers by Queen Spirit. So this week we are going all week with angel numbers starting with the number 8. So I am looking for the 8 in this deck so that I can show you. So we can get this number popping. Today we are picking a 3-digit number. Bam, got 8, and it's in reverse again. So I am going to go ahead and read what's on this card. We have financial abundance on the way, continue appropriate work for dreams, optimism, and intuition. So it being in reverse does give me a vibe of a lack of optimism, a lack of intuition, or maybe just ignoring intuition in some type of way that is not benefiting you. So let's see what we got here. We got 879. All right, 879. Okay, so that's a 24, right? 6. Yep. So that number comes to 6. 6 is a number about our social relationships. But moreover, 6 is about how we feel about ourselves and how we convey that in our relationships, in our daily lives, in our connections. So we have the number 8 in reverse, which right now is giving me negative karma. It's telling me that you guys have been dealing with some negative karma. It could be because of somebody else. It could be because of yourself. But it's definitely a vibe that you can do something about it. The issue is that you haven't been able to take an honest internal look at yourself, which you really, really need to do. You really, really need to figure out what are the things in your life that are perpetuating negative energy, negative karma, generational curses. It's not enough. Just because everybody else is doing it doesn't mean that it's going to be okay or good for you, right? Like we could even say drinking, for instance. There's nothing wrong with having a drink, right? It's nothing wrong if somebody wants to have a glass of wine, have a beer, even take a shot. There's nothing wrong with that. But for some of us, it is. For some of us, it's a problem because we fight alcoholism and we're through a family of alcoholics or whatever the case may be. So we don't get the same leeway as everybody else. So make sure that you're not basing your standards on shit that other people can do and feeling bad because you can't do it. And so, ending up just doing it anyway because it's a negative energy working against you. So I do feel some energy about a generational curse that is perpetuated because you have not accepted it as a generational curse because you think that it's okay. And again, it's one of those things of unwilling to look inside. We have this 9 in reverse right here. I'm getting some energy like refusing an ending, refusing to walk away, refusing to accept the truth, not allowing a cycle to close. So you guys may feel like you're doing the same thing over and over again, which it sounds like you are. So we got the seahorse on the 8. I like that. We got us a little feather on the 7. Oh, and we got the rising phoenix on the 9. Okay. Put your feet down. I don't know why, but the feet are standing out to me. Put your feet down. Make sure you guys are grounded in this time. Make sure that you are going out of your way to ground your energy, to get that earth energy. I'm getting the color green, so maybe you guys need to be grounded in your heart chakra, and of course your root chakra. So place your feet on the ground and imagine, I don't know, being a statue. When I first started visualizing grounding, I would place my feet on the ground and imagine roots kind of crawling over my feet and pulling them so that they're stuck right there into the ground, like holding me down. So you guys need to do some kind of grounding meditation so that you're not distracted by the bullshit, right? We got this 5 of Wands at the bottom. 5 of Wands is about a battle. You guys have been fighting something, somebody, okay? So let's get into this. We have a seahorse here. The seahorse represents family. The seahorse, I would say, absolutely represents abundance. If you guys know anything about the seahorse, they're one of the only animals where the males give birth, so that is definitely dope. It's kind of like, okay, you're the odd man out. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody else can do this, but you have to do something a different way because you were made different. You were created differently. All right. With the 8 in reverse, it's kind of like this not accepting that you are the change. You are going to start that new thing, that new addition. All right. So then we have a 7 in reverse with the feather. As I tell you guys, the feather always reads to me as kind of like divine intervention. These are your guides pushing you forward, putting a stop to things, or encouraging you, a push, a pull, or a block. That's what it represents, the number 0. I always get that. Right now with the 7 in reverse, there is a block because you haven't come to terms with something. Come to terms with who you really are, come to terms with what you're actually supposed to be doing, come to terms with and accepting your destiny. What I'm getting right now is that you believe something is too hard, right? That's why we have all this confusion. It should be 7, 8, 9, but it's 8, 7, 9 because there's a constant step back, not wanting to accept your purpose, okay? So accepting your purpose can be a scary thing because when we think about our life and when we set goals, it always has to do with career and money and, you know, the things that we actually want, as far as like material things, maybe family, things like that. Whereas your divine purpose speaks to something else. It's the bigger picture of what you can do for other people. It's not about you. And so coming into contact, coming into kind of this congruent match with your divine purpose can be scary because you run the risk of losing sight of yourself, right? And that can always also be, you know, dangerous. There's always a balance that you're going to have to play in life. Nothing is ever going to be great this way or great all the way that way. You have to meet yourself in the middle somewhere. So yes, you should set goals for yourself. And yes, you should set goals for your divine purpose, your destiny. So we have this 9 in reverse and the rising phoenix. The 9 in reverse is screaming that you have been caught up in this cycle. It's like you go forward, and then something keeps dragging you back. It's like the Chingy song. Every time you want to leave, something keeps pulling you back. Okay, telling you that you need it in your life. to quote Chingy. It keeps pulling you back. And Spirit is like, you need to rise above this. You need to move away from this. And it's very, very important that you do. It's very important that you realize that you are stuck in a cycle. Because if you don't notice, it's hard to fix the problem. And even if you catch yourself doing shit that people before you did, right? So your family, friends, whatever, before you, they did this thing. It made them unhappy. It got them sick. It isolated them from people. It made them broke. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't perpetuate the things that you see have a negative outcome because you're not going to be different. You're not. You're going to be the same. Like, you guys aren't children, right? Because when you're a child, even when you're just coming of age and you're like in your early 20s, you're like, no, I'm not you. I'm going to do this, but it's not going to turn out like it did for you. Like, yes, it will. It's going to turn out the exact same way. You're going to have the exact same issues and the exact same problems if you follow in the footsteps of some shit that didn't work out. You're just going down a path, following somebody else down a dangerous path that's not working. So make sure you guys are breaking whatever cycle this is. It does feel like a generational curse. So yeah, I would be careful with that. Clarify this 8 in the seahorse spirit. You got the Eight of Wands. I swear this Eight of Wands, not that one specifically, but I've seen the Eight of Wands a lot today during my recording. So, the Eight of Wands is usually about things moving quickly. This is in reverse, so something is backfiring, right? You got set up the Six of Pentacles at the bottom. I feel like you guys are in a situation where somebody has been taking advantage or somebody has been doing something they don't have any business doing, and it's about to backfire. And you are going to have to find love within yourself and also avoid supporting this person. You have to openly be against the shit that they're doing, especially when this backfire happens. Now, you may be able to support them up until the shit backfires, but I'm telling you, once it backfires, once this person gets smacked in the face with whatever they threw out there, once it comes back and hits them in the nose, you are not going to be able to support them. You are going to let them get hit in the nose. You are going to let them have that pain, deal with their karma and all of that. You don't want to take on any of anybody else's karma. You want them to deal with that shit themselves. Okay, so I do see this as a benefit to you, because when this does reverse, it's going to free you from something. It's going to allow you to move forward graciously, successfully, and then it's going to squash some type of battle or fight that you've been going through for a while. What's the 7 with the feather? Wow. I only needed 1. So we're going to take this 5 of Pentacles and put this one on the bottom. Okay. So we got the 5 of Pentacles on the 7. So first we got double 8, 16. Then we have 5 and 7, 12. I picked 8 and 4 the day yesterday, which was 12 as well. So 12 may be an important number for you. It's also the number that represented last month as well, which for some reason I feel like that's important. But yeah. So the 5 of Pentacles is about being left out in the cold, right? So I feel like, especially with the Knight of Swords, that there's a vibe of having to do something by yourself for a while. Maybe it's something you ain't want to do alone. Maybe it's a burden that you didn't want to bear by yourself. But if you continue down the path that you've been going, then you're going to end up by yourself anyway. As much as people like to have people around them, when you have people around you that don't need to be around you, you feel lonely anyway. Because you can't be honest with them, because you can't be yourself with them, because you have to hide so many things. So make sure you're not doing that. Believe in yourself. Believe that your guides got you, that they're going to support you. Because no matter what they do, like, they have your back. They want to support you. So there's definitely an energy here of coming into it with your guides, but you have to take that first step to do what the hell they're telling you to do. Because until you make the right step to do the right thing, you'll continue facing blocks. And again, I really feel like this is dealing with somebody that you don't have any business dealing with. They're not a good person. All right, so let's get a card for this 9 and this rising Phoenix spirit. Can you clarify? 9 and the rising Phoenix. Got another 8. 8 of Swords. What's on the bottom? 7 of Pentacles. This Eight of Swords is upright. 8 of Swords is definitely being trapped in your mind. You guys may depend on this person or this thing, whatever this energy is that is not doing the right thing. You may depend on them for something. And so you have it in your mind that it can only be one way, that it has to be this way, that if you lose this connection, that everything else is going to fall apart and all of that. But Spirit is like, no, stay focused on the things that you love. Stay focused on working those things out. Stay focused on doing what you have to do. Stay focused on you. 7 of Pentacles is a card about trial and error. It's a card about putting in your best and seeing what turns out. If it doesn't work, do it a different way. Take care of it a different way. You guys are not happy here. You are not happy with the situation. You are not satisfied with it. And Spirit wants to rise you above that. And the reason why we have so much negative self-talk here is because you're not spending enough time believing in yourself, feeling defeated, feeling like you're not able to move forward, okay? So right now you guys are working on some kind of healing energy. So you want to make sure that you are healing. Again, like I got with the heart chakra, it's very important to heal your heart, heal your soul, forgive yourself, forgive others around you. And again, every time I talk about forgiveness, I'm going to say this. Forgiving somebody is about releasing triggers. It's about not being subconsciously affected by something negatively, which has you acting outwardly. It's not about allowing people who hurt you, who damaged you, who lied to you, to get back in the position they did when they took advantage of you. That is not what forgiveness is about. What's the advice here for those seeing 879, Spirit? What's the advice here? What's the message? We got 9 of Wands, Page of Cups, 2 of Wands, and right at the bottom we got 6 of Pentacles. The second time we're seeing 6 of Pentacles. So let me just say, with the 9 of Wands is about building up a wall, but the 9 of Wands is usually hurt and in pain. He's usually been injured by somebody or something. Okay, and then with the Page of Cups is a apology, a message of love, da-da-da-da-da. And then we have the 2 of Wands, which is making plans, kind of looking at, you see how he has a world in his hand. It's kind of like looking at the world from a specific part and making plans to go places, but the 2 of Wands doesn't actually move. The 2 of Wands stands still. And then we have the 6 of Pentacles here, which can be given back or breadcrumbing. So the message that I'm getting, the advice that I'm getting is don't let past pains keep you from forgiveness, right? And don't make plans with people who breadcrumb you, who give the bare minimum so you'll stick around. And that's what I'm getting right now, that you guys need to stop planning with somebody. Stop trying to move forward with somebody because they don't have your best interests at heart. You guys may want to go back to the drawing board and figure out what you need to do from there. But there's a specific person, energy, entity, whatever, that is trying to, you can't even see that is trying to bring some kind of tower into your life, trying to bring some kind of energy of negativity into your life, and you guys need to take a step back from that. All right, so that's all I have for 879. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share, and I will see you next time.